Quora Reads. For those of you that are from the United States and permanently moved to a different country, what has your experience been like? Answer is from Katrina Johnston. A big sigh of relief. I'm not even joking when I say the rain clouds have parted and the weight of the world has been lifted off my shoulders. It seriously has to be the closest experience to having your soul walk out of your body and into paradise on this entire earth. My experience is the same as many others. I will never go back to the U.S., ever. For the first time, I'm a human with bigger dreams than dollar signs. I never had enough of it to live on anyway. I have time to pursue hobbies, sports, and other goals. I have so much more free time I really don't know what to do with myself. No more filling it with job 2 or 3 and a dash of sleep here and there like in the U.S. I can work a modest job that I can support my family on and get 25 paid vacation days, a pension, and a decent wage. I work just above minimum wage in an unskilled job and get paid more than some teachers in the U.S. I'm expected to be a good citizen. That's it. There is no bloated bureaucratic entity that fines and fees me into oblivion for non-issues, like not affording health insurance, then threatens to charge me $1,000 or more, and if I can't pay, suspends my only means of transportation, my license. I can't be punished just for being alive, like in the U.S. Government oversight of corporations in Europe is second to none. What a relief. It felt like every day in the U.S. I had to battle with something. Everything was hell-bent on ripping you off, and there is no one advocating on your behalf. I have peace and lots of it. I can enjoy a tranquil park, a bustling city center, a pond with beautiful koi. Day or night, no one will bother me, not even the cops. I'm actually free to explore winding city roads, country lanes, open fields. I can pitch a tent anywhere and no one cares. In the U.S., you are seen as suspicious for over half the things considered completely normal in Europe. I have health care, finally. I saw a GP for the first time in 16 years here. I have not been to a dentist since I was 6. That's on the list, but luckily my teeth are perfect. Maybe one day. My experience has been a real eye-opener. I have spent 32 years of my life in an extremely hostile, uptight, violent, vitriolic, grief-ridden hellhole. I describe my life in the U.S. as an intangible prison with no doors and walls, but I'm not free to escape. What angers me the most is that the whole time my family suffered quite badly there. I used to think, it's not so bad, this is life. Well, it's not. That place was not life, nor was I even living. I was so used to being up to my neck in crap that I didn't even know any better. I know now, and there is no way anyone could get me on a plane to go back. Once I had a taste of what it's like to be free, I actually sought counseling. I was angry, resentful. I felt a sense of guilt, lots of pain over things I couldn't control. I look at it akin to eating the apple of knowledge. I was ignorant before, and knowing what I know now, a whole floodgate of emotions has been conjured up by this experience. I'm still dealing with it 2.5 years later. Farima Fiddy. Katrina, I honestly could have written every word of your answer myself. I moved to the UK from the US 20 years ago. I concur with everything you've said. No one could understand it unless they've actually done it. I will never go back. I wouldn't survive the stress. Sophia Jamesek. Sounds like your experience in the good old USA caused PTSD. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened, because if you're poor enough in the USA, life is extremely unfair, unkind, and an awful brutal gulag of just enduring one crisis after another, often for years, that is literally non-stop. I wish people that lived in the USA, free of such harshness and free of such hardships, even remotely understood that many people don't live in the USA but endure it, survive it, and fight every single day just to keep breathing. Paul follows. Hi, Katrina. Have you watched Century of Self, a BBC documentary on YouTube? It will give you a clear explanation of constructed stress and brainwashing you were subjected to. Ali Pushkin. Since I'm on Quora, my views about the U.S. have changed so much. Years ago, my husband heard from his Muslim American friends that Americans are discriminating Muslims much less than Europeans, and he started to get interested in migrating there. At that moment, I almost supported the idea, at least a little bit. Now, if I would find a green card on my doorstep, I would throw it away. I'm sure the U.S. is a great country for the lucky ones, the winners, who know the right people and who know how to sell themselves. If you are not one of them, life is bloody unfair. If I'll ever be forced to migrate to the U.S., then at least let it be to San Francisco. At least the quality of life is high there, but probably too expensive to stay anyway. Matt Lever. So, you're on the fence then? Ken Walker. I fully agree. I moved from the U.S. to the U.K. with my family a year and a half ago, and I'm still shocked daily at the subtle but stark differences between the two. I don't miss the fear, the judgment, the materialistic competitiveness, the divisiveness, or the rampant wave of outright stupidity we've seen wash over the country in the last decade. Moving to Europe is a priceless life upgrade.